Hey everybody, yet another pickup video. I'm doing this one, let's see, this is about 2 weeks before Christmas, less than 2 weeks. Going to be leaving town and going to Tucson for the Christmas season. And I did manage to pick up a few things, which I wasn't really planning on doing, but there it is. Oops, the camera's wandering off and I'm not looking at what I'm doing, sorry. So let's just pan down. And it's the newest Horror Hound. I don't know why I buy this. Again, I explain this every time. I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with me. I should just buy a subscription. You got Jason there. Freddy Krueger. Leatherface. Being killed by the Martians. So it's got a retrospective about Mars attacks. Kinda cool. It also has a tribute to Herschel Gordon Lewis. He just died recently. And this, for the most part, is nothing special. It's the same fucking thing every month. Every other month, rather. And I also picked up the solo album from Jamie XX. Here it is. Pretty good. Heard it was nominated for a Grammy. Pretty surprised. I have a whole bunch of other CDs that I was going to show you guys, but I didn't take them out of the cabinet. This is yet another Double Demon. This is actually the same numbering as the one I showed last time, which had the turquoise type color. So I don't know why they do this. This is the second time that they've changed the color for the same running, for the same series that I know of. Actually, I've heard of one other one that was from a series of cars called X Racers that are made out of translucent plastic. Excuse me. So, grab this Shadow Link figure. I got a couple of these. I cannot tell if this is the same head sculpt as the one that I bought from Josh. It looks like it might be different, but I can't tell. Can't really see any detail on it because it's all black, but I mean on the camera. In person you can see it. But this does look somewhat different. The head looks a little different. It makes it look like a taller figure. So maybe it does have a different head. I can't tell. Packaging on this is really cool. And the shield is not concealed by something that says like it's a hidden object or some crap like that. And I got this Walgreens exclusive C-3PO Star Wars Black Series figure. Pretty cool. It's got the silver leg down there. The regular one that you'll find anywhere else is the Episode 7 version with the red arm. And the gold leg that goes all the way down to the foot. I've seen some people disassemble this one and make an all gold 3PO, and a couple of people have made one that is an Empire Strikes Back C-3PO, which means the shin and the calf is silver but the foot is gold. So it's kind of cool. You can play around with that. Plus you can probably expect other protocol droids to be made in the future. Finally picked up a Nick Fury. I haven't seen one of these in person until last night. I got this last night at Barnes & Noble. And I was really happy to find this because I'm going to pair it up with the Punisher figure. Here it is. And reenact the glory days of playing the video game in the arcade and on my Genesis. So I'll just put those back over here where they were. And I've got some video games. Yay! So here is Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus. This was one of them that I had on order for a little while. This was brand new. I opened it up and played it a little bit. It is fucking hard. It's fucking hard. Child of Light. Still on the fence on this one. I haven't played it very much, but it seems neat and interesting. I don't have much else to say about it. I was told that the combat is turn-based, which it kind of is, but you can also just kind of hack and slash, which is cool too. I think there's sort of a penalty for doing it that way, but who gives a shit? I haven't played it enough to really say one way or the other if it's good or bad, but it looks like an interesting game. Marvel's Lego Avengers. It's a Lego game. What do you expect? This one is open world. It's pretty much on par with its console counterparts, I'm guessing. I haven't played the PS3. It's certainly not the PS4 versions because I don't have a PS4. And a couple of my PS4 games got stolen from me. I'll tell you guys about that later in a different video. Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Lego. Yeah, you know, it's a Lego game with Star Wars characters in it. They're all pretty much interchangeable, just like the bricks themselves. Got a Wiimote. I need to get a nunchuck for this, but it's in very nice condition, and it didn't have any batteries that were dead inside. Well, it had dead batteries, but they didn't blow out yet, so that's a good thing. Anyway, it's nice to have a second one because I wanted one, and I'll just put it over here with my Wii, which is also jet black, and I don't give a shit about the Wii. I don't know why I buy stuff for it, but I do. And these are some ones that I've picked up. I bought these video games a really, really long time ago and totally forgot about them in the last video that I was doing. So I grabbed this Duke Nukem Forever, and it was because it was only, how much was this? It was less than $3. I think it was like $2. And I know that this game isn't very good. I heard all about it. Plus, I don't really like first-person shooters, but that's okay. I've played some, and I can kind of do it in short doses, but it's not something I can really... This game genre in general is not something that I can really throw myself into. I don't see how people are able to do trick shots and run around and just go through the arenas and shit and the levels and just kick ass all over the place, because I have trouble just aiming, and it's very difficult for me. These games, I'm not used to them. They're disorienting. The movement isn't natural. It doesn't feel right. There's a whole bunch of factors about these things that I just don't get. But anyway, the funny thing, when I bought this at a GameStop store. The kid that was working behind the counter, he's like, I don't know, maybe 18 to 20 years old. He was basically trying to talk me out of buying it, but I was not going to walk out of the store empty-handed, and this was only like I said, it was like $2 or some shit like that, so it was funny that he was trying to talk me out of it. He was all, I know you're going to bring it back, which I would never do. I don't bring stuff back. Once I have something, I keep it, unless it gets fucking stolen from me. So here is another one. Same clerk, different visit. I was eyeballing these. I'll just show them at the same time. This is Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. See there? And this one is Calamity Trigger Extend. I think that's what it's called. Extends. Oh, Chrono Phantasma. That's what that one is. Chrono Phantasma. And this one is Calamity Trigger Extend. Or Extends. Isn't that right, Tom? Okay. So this one was like $5. Yeah, $5. I can't remember how much this one is. I think this is the most recent one in the series, but I don't know because I don't know much about these games. Anyway, he tried to talk me out of buying one of them because they're both the same. But what he doesn't understand is that I already have I have Continuum Shift in my basement, and I have the other Blaze Blue game that was on PS3 as well. So I was just basically filling up the collection. I'm going to do the same thing with the Street Fighter games, the Super Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter, etc. All the Street Fighter 4s. So I hope to annoy him with that. Picked up this Blu-ray here. The rest of this is all Blu-ray. Star Wars Force Awakens 3D. Got this cool lenticular cover, and it's the 3D version, which is neat, because this was very cool in 3D. It wasn't the best, but it was cool. Shit. Okay, so here is the remake of Robocop, which I didn't like at all, but I have it here. And I'm probably going to give the codes, the digital codes, away here on my channel or on Facebook or something, I don't know. But, you know, first come, first serve on those. If there's anything you guys want, just let me know. Hit me up. Purge election year. This also has a digital code. I haven't watched this one again. The first time we saw it was in the theater, and it happened to be the same day that the policeman in Texas got shot by a sniper at the Black Lives Matter protest thing, which was going perfectly fine from what I understand until that happened. And I couldn't take my mind off of the fact that there was a fucking shooting again while we were watching that. And there's a lot of, like, you know, people on rooftops with snipers in this movie, sniper guns in this movie, and it's just, it wasn't, I couldn't watch this without thinking about what was going on in real life. It was just overbearing. It was troubling. John Wick, picked this one up not too long ago at Walmart. Yeah, I was going to say Walgreens, but that's wrong. It was Walmart, and it was cheap as shit. And this is a great movie if you haven't seen it. And I heard that the director of this movie is going to be directing the sequel to Deadpool, which is actually a very fucking good choice, because the original director stepped out. And this movie is called Nerve, and if you've ever seen that TV show on MTV called Catfish, it's the guy's brother that directed this, and it has, well, it's got another person's brother, that's Dave Franco, and that's Julia Roberts' daughter, I think. No, it's Eric Roberts' daughter. One or the other, I don't fucking care, who gives a fuck. And it's basically like some kind of futuristic version of social media going a little bit too far with the way kids interact with each other. And they play this game called Nerve, and you have to record everything with your phone, and the way that everything is connected with your phone, your bank accounts, and all this shit, and getting likes on Facebook, and getting thumbs up on your Instagrams, and all that types of shit, being followed. It's basically about that, but taken to a weirder level of being involved in very dangerous situations voluntarily. And I picked this one up at the pawn shop. This is Krull, if you can't read. Krull. There was an Atari 2600 based on this game, and it sucked. And this movie also sucks too. But it's pretty much Star Wars, but fantasy sci-fi, and it has Liam Neeson when he was very young. And this was like $2 at the pawn shop. There he is. This does not have any of the special features that were on the collector's edition standard definition DVD. So keep that original DVD if you happen to ever pick up the Blu-ray, because that one had a digital version of the Marvel comic on there, which is kind of neat. Pick this Don't Breathe. This was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I kind of guessed what was going to happen, but it's okay, because this was a lot sleazier than your typical Hollywood horror movie. The ones that come out nowadays are just about a fucking ghost, or they're very safe, and this is not. This probably would go outside of people's comfort zones. They would think that this is fucked up or weird or whatever. This is, it was really good. I had good acting in it. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be shit, to be honest. Also, download code. And finally, I'm just going to pick this up with my camera hand, sorry. It is the remastered Phantasm. J.J. Abrams spent a few years on this with Don Coscarelli and the original film elements. I did see this back 10 years ago in the theater, and the tall man himself, Angus Scrimm, was there doing a Q&A. Got to meet him, very nice guy. He signed my my DVD that I have, which I'm going to be keeping. He just died very recently, not too long ago. He was a good guy, funny fellow, sharp as a tack. He was, you know, in his 80s when he died, and he was almost 90, I think. And he was, you know, in his 80s, running around the movie theater, running up the stairs, running down the stairs. He was drinking, he was having fun. His wife was with him. He was a good guy. Good people to be around. Everybody that knew him, they really lost someone special when he died. So anyway, back onto the movie. This is a long time favorite of mine anyway. I'm not the biggest fan of the sequels, but I will probably try to get those. The second and third one are kind of the hard ones to find, and I think they're only on standard definition DVD at the moment. There's some rights issues about the second movie. Cool foil slipcover on there, but the paint can scratch on it, so you gotta be careful with it if you happen to see it. I'm gonna get Phantasm 5 if I find it. They didn't have it on Blu-ray when I found this. They only had this one on Blu-ray, so that was kind of annoying. But they did have the fifth one on standard definition. I've heard that one is not that good, but it is a fitting ending / tribute. And so that is everything. And I'm gonna copy Tom and do an overview. No, I'm not. I don't have enough room. Sorry, I lied. There we go. I also lied about being sorry, but hey, you know, some people do that on as a habit. So there's some movies, and then here are these games. We all like video games, don't we? Because I love video games, that's why. Up your butt with a rubber nut. Alright, and then here's the CD that makes you think I'm some kind of, I don't know, what the fuck do you think? Stuff. Yay! Who loves stuff? I love stuff. So, I guess that put the kibosh on me trying not to spend money, but really this didn't cost much. I got this Ninja Gaiden. It was like, I don't know, I got this for $20, I think, brand new, and the rest of them were about $30 to $40, depending on who you clicked on. Child of Light and the rest of these Lego games, those were all $17, so those were not too bad. And I got them. I spread those out. This was $2. This one was $4. One of these was $11. And then a lot of these movies were like $3, and then some of the other ones were not $3. They're more like $15 to $20. Anyway, so I'd break that down for you. And this is running 18 minutes, so I'm gonna shut this off. All right, guys. If I upload this prior to Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Things are going to be very intermittent for me from here on out. I don't know exactly how often I'm going to be able to upload stuff, but I will keep the channel alive for those of you that do watch, and I do appreciate it. And so stick with me if you can, and if you don't, that's fine too. Like I said, have a Merry Christmas if that's what you want to do. Try not to let anything spoil your day. So take care of yourselves, and embrace your loved ones, and flip people off that have dumb stickers on their car that say Ron Paul 2008 or some shit like that. Alright, take care. Bye.